abide by. First of all, no food or drink allowed. I don't want to have to clean up after y'all, and I find the crinkle of those Ricola wrappers and that distracting. Okay, put those away. Second, no flash photography, and put away all those newfangled devices I've been hearing about. I don't want to get in an accident on account of some wacky robot technology. Third, if you have to go puke or God forbid there's a fire or something, there is an exit out the way you came. There's one back here as well. Now, this ride is going to be about 2 hours long. There will be one 15-minute pit stop where you can go use the outhouse, which is outside and up the stairs, and grab yourself a drink or a snack. And don't go wander off or anything. You know. Remember to get back on the damn bus. Get a little rude if you just wandered off. All right. Also, lastly, sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. All aboard!
Listen to that wind. It's just coming in like a lion. Grace, you should come over here and look out to see the way the wind is blowing things all over town.
I wonder why I can't get the operator.
I bet the bus will be late.
I bet it won't. You know, things are okay as far as here. It's up ahead they're having trouble. But I can't even get the operator. Huh, she must have more calls than she can handle.
I bet the bus won't have many passengers.
Probably not, but we have to stay open even if just for one.
Nights like this, I shouldn't think anyone would take a trip unless they absolutely had to.
Will your parents be worried, Ella?
No. Daddy said before I left home, he bet this would happen.
Well, then you better come back here. Help me. Bus is going to get here any second. We have to get things ready.
Nights like this, I'm glad I got a home to go to.
Yeah, well, I got a home to go to. There just ain't anyone in it.
Where's your husband now, Grace?
How should I know?
But don't you miss him?
No.
If he came walking in right now, wouldn't you be happy to see him?
You ask more questions.
You're just curious about things, Grace.
Well, kids your age are. I don't know. I'd be happy to see him, I guess. If I knew he wasn't staying very long.
Don't you get lonesome when you're not working down here?
Oh, sure I do. I mean, if I didn't have this restaurant keeping me busy, I'd probably go nuts. You know, sometimes late at night when I'm emptying up this garbage, turning out those lights and locking the door, I get sort of a sick feeling inside. Certainly don't look forward to walking up those stairs just to enter an empty apartment.
Gee, if you feel that way, why don't you write your husband and tell him to come home?
'Cause I'm just as lonesome when he's here. Barton doesn't keep much company, except for when he's making love. But making love is one thing and being lonesome is another. And the rest of the time, well, Barton and I are just usually fighting, so.
I guess my parents get along all right. I mean, they really do seem to like each other.
Oh, yeah, well, I know not all married couples like Barton and I. Not all. Now, let me see if I can't get the operator. No, quiet as a tomb.
I like working here with you, Grace.
Oh, do you, honey? Well, I am glad, because I don't know what I'd do without you. Weekends, especially.
You know, I dreaded the job at first.
Did you? Why? You was afraid you weren't going to have time for your boyfriends? You know what? Maybe if you didn't get such good grades in school, you'd have more time for boyfriends.
What should I do, flunk my courses?
No, I should say not. You're a smart girl. You got good sense. I wish someone would have reasoned with me when I was her age. Oh, I was just a headstrong brat and I had things my own way. And boy, do I have things my own way, all right. Here I am, a grass widow, running this restaurant. You know what? I'm probably going to die in this whole time. They're going to have to bury me out by the back house.
Girls been able to use the phone?
No, Will, the operator don't answer.
That means all the lines are down. About time for the Topeka bus, ain't it?
Do now.
You're gonna have to hold them here. I don't know how long highways blocked between here and Topeka. Maybe all night getting it cleared.
I was afraid of that.
They got the highway gang working on it now. Telephone company's trying to get the lines back up. March is coming in like a lion, all right.
Yep.
Station house is cold. Get fresh coffee?
Just went through, Will. Got as fresh as you can want it.
Storm like this makes me mad. It makes me mad. It's just like all the elements have lost their reason.
Well, there's nothing you can do about a win like that.
Maybe it's just because I'm sheriff. I like to see things in order.
Oh, let the wind blow, Will. I just pray to God it leaves a roof over my head. That's about all you can do.
There it is.
Elma, honey, better come back here and help me fill some water glasses. And remember that the donuts are left over from yesterday, but well, they'll be all right to serve them. And we got everything but sandwiches, but cheese. We haven't got no cheese.
Never got cheese, Grace.
Well, I guess I'm just a little self-centered, Will. See, I don't really like cheese myself, so I never think to order for anyone else.
Gee, I am glad I'm not traveling on a bus tonight.
Oh, I wonder who's driving tonight. Oh, this is Carla's night, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, it is. Remember, honey, I always serve Carla.
Sure, Grace. There's no place I can hide.
What?
There's a man on that bus. I want to hide.
Oh, gee, I don't know.
I'll hide in the powder room. If a tall, lanky cowboy comes in here, you can just tell him I disappeared.
Wait, you can't hide out there. It's freezing. You're gonna turn your butt off.
That's outside.
We're just a country town.
I can stand anything for 20 minutes.
Well, I hate to break it to you, honey, but you may be here all night long.
What?
Yeah, the roads are blocked. You're gonna have to stay here until it gets cleared.
What am I gonna do?
I'm gonna go outside and Carla about the delay.
I'm never gonna do. There's a little hotel down the street. What do you take me for, a millionaire?
What's your trouble, miss?
Are you a policeman?
I'm a local sheriff.
Well, but everyone likes him, really. Well, I ain't asking to have no one arrested.
Who says I'm going to arrest anyone? What's your trouble?
I need protection.
What from?
There's a man after me. He's a cowboy.
Where's he?
He's asleep on that bus with his buddy. I jumped off as soon as I could to make my getaway, but there ain't no place to get away to. He's gonna be in here pretty soon. You just gotta get him to leave me alone.
You met him on the bus?
No, I met him in Kansas City at the Blue Dragon nightclub where I worked. Him and the rest of the cowboys come in for the annual rodeo, and every night they was at the nightclub, and every night there was a big fight. Boss says he ain't gonna let those cowboys in when they come next year.
Then he followed you on the bus.
No, he put me on the bus. I'm being abducted.
Abducted, but you took the time to pack a suitcase.
No, I was going someplace else trying to get away from him, but he picked me up, carried me to the bus, and put me on it. I didn't have nothing to say about it at all.
Where's he planning on taking you?
Says he's got a ranch up in Montana. Says we're gonna get married as soon as we get there.
You're against it?
I don't want to go to some godforsaken ranch in Montana.
Well, if this cowboy's really taking you against your will, I suppose I'll stop him from it.
You just don't know this cowboy. He's mean.
I reckon I can handle him. You relax now. I'll be around most of the night. If there's any trouble, I'll put a stop to it.
You're very safe with Will here. Will is very respected around here. He has never lost a fight.
What are you talking about, Elma? Of course I've lost a fight. Once.
Grace always said you were invincible.
There's no one that's invincible. A man's got to learn that, the sooner the better. A good fighter's got to know what it is to get licked. That's what makes the difference between a fighter and a bully.
It's gonna be trouble. I can feel it in my bones.
Ah, well, this castle hath a pleasant seat.
Can I hide my suitcase behind the counter so he don't see it when he comes in? I ain't gonna say nothing to him about not going off to Montana. I'm just gonna let him think I'm going till he gets on that bus and pulls off and he just sees I ain't on it. It's the best thing I can think to do.
You needn't worry with Will here.
You think so? Kinda looks like Moses, don't he?
He is a very religious man. Would you believe it? He is the deacon in the Congregational Church.
My folks was holy rollers. Give me a cup of coffee, please, not the cream.
Howdy, Carla. Did you bring this wind?
No, it brought me.
Well, aren't you the comedian?
The wind is doing 90 miles an hour, the bus is doing 20. What's your guess about the roads, Will?
Got the highway gang out. May take a few hours.
Telephone lines down too?
Yeah, but they're working on it.
All right.
Driver, it seems to me we're still in the state of Kansas. Is that right?
What are you talking about still? You've been in the state of Kansas about a half hour.
But I don't understand. When I left Kansas City, I was told I'd be across the state lines immediately. But now I
He
find...
was kind of anxious to get across that state line too, wasn't he, Jack?
Why, whatever do you mean?
Nothing. Anyway, you're across state lines now. And in case you didn't know it, Kansas City is in Missouri.
Are you joking?
Well, it's Kansas City, Kansas too, but you got on in Kansas City, Missouri. You know, that's the trouble with you Easterners. You don't know anything about any of the country west of the Hudson River.
Come now, don't scold.
Let me take the jacket for you, Carla, when you get warm by the stove.
Nymph, in thy orisons be all thy sins remembered.
I'm sorry your bus is held up.
Is that a nice way to greet me? I mean, after my loving greeting, all you can think of to say is, I'm sorry your bus got held up. Well, I'm not. Because I'd much rather sit here staring into your innocent brown eyes than continue riding on that monotonous bus any longer.
Don't you have to get somewhere?
Well, I have a ticket in my pocket to Denver, but I don't have to get there. I never have to get anywhere. I travel around from one town to another just to prove to myself I'm free.
The bus probably won't get to Denver for another day.
Oh well, what is our next stop?
Topeka?
Topeka? Oh yes, that's where the famous hospital is, isn't it?
The Manager Clinic. Yes, it's a very famous place. Lots of movie stars go there for nervous breakdowns and things.
Does the town offer anything else in the way of diversion?
It's the capital of Kansas. It's almost as big as Kansas City. They've got a museum and a university, and sometimes they have symphony concerts and plays. I go there every Sunday to visit my married sister.
Now, are there any Indian tribes around here having war dances?
No, silly. We're very civilized.
Well, I'll make my own judgment about that. Meanwhile, you can fix me a double shot of rye whiskey on the rocks.
I'm sorry, sir, we don't sell drinks.
You don't sell drinks.
Not intoxicating drinks, no, sir.
Lass.
We have freshly brewed coffee and homemade pies and cakes and all sorts of sandwiches.
Dear girl, you're not going to sober me up with your dainties. I'm prepared for such emergencies. You may give me a bottle of your finest lemon soda.
You better not let Will see you do that. You're not supposed to.
Who is he? The sheriff?
Yes. Lots of people spike their drinks around here and we don't say anything, but Will would have to make you stop if he saw you.
I shall be most cautious. I promise.
I sure don't envy you, Carla, driving in weather like this.
Oh yeah, March is coming in like a lion.
This all the passengers you got?
There's a couple of crazy cowboys rolled up in the back seat asleep. I thought I woke them up, but I guess I didn't.
Couldn't you go out and do it now?
Oh, I just assume they stay where they're at. One of them is a real troublemaker. You know the kind. Fresh off the ranch and wild as a bronco. He's been on the make for this blonde over here.
She was telling me.
I was about to put him off the bus the way he'd been acting. And I say there's a time and a place for everything, you know?
That bus is gonna get snowbound pretty soon.
Oh, I'll wake him up in a minute, Will. Just let me have a little time here, all right? You know what, Grace? This is the first time you and I have more than 20 minutes together.
So what?
I don't know. Probably be here most of the night. Sure would be nice to have a nice little apartment to go to, you know, someplace to sit and listen to the radio with a good-looking person, something like yourself, to, you know, just sit and talk with, maybe have a few beers.
Well, that wouldn't be a hint or anything, would it?
Why? You got a little apartment like that, Grace?
Well, yes, I do. But I never told you about it.
Wait a minute.
Did that ornery Dobson fella tell you that I have an apartment above this restaurant?
Dobson.
Mhm.
Dobson. Yeah, no, I can't even remember anybody named Dobson.
Well, you know him better than I do. Well, he comes through here twice a week on the Southwest bus. He said that you two sometimes meet up in Topeka, you paint the town.
Oh, yeah, Vern Dobson. Yeah, I know Vern Dobson. He's a prince of a fella.
Well, if he has been gabbing to you about my apartment, I can tell you that the only time he has ever been up there is when he come in here, he got a cut hand, I had to take him upstairs to bandage it up. That is the only time he has ever been up there, I swear on my honor.
All right, Vern Dobson speaks very highly of you, Grace. Very highly.
You better. Sorry, Carl, I ain't got no cheese.
Oh, what happened? All these mice get at it?
None of your wise remarks.
Fine, make it a ham or rye then.
Sorry, Carl, I ain't got no rye either.
I can vouch for that. I just asked for rye myself and was refused.
Listen, mister, don't you think you ought to lay off that stuff till you go home and meet the missus?
Mrs., did you say? I don't have a missus, ma'am. I'm free. I could travel the universe with no one awaiting my arrival anywhere.
That's all I get on my bus, drunks and hoodlums.
How's whole week for you, Carla?
All right, make it a whole week then.
Yes, I'm free. My third and last wife deserted me several years ago for a ball player.
Your third.
Yes, getting married is a careless habit I've fallen into. Someday, really, I must give it all up. Oh, but she was pretty and blonde, like the young lady over there, and Southern too. Well, at least she pretended to be. However, she was kinder than the others when we departed. She didn't care about money. All she wanted was to find new marital bliss with her ball player. So I didn't have to pay alimony. As if I could. My second wife was a different type entirely. She was pretty too. I have always exercised the most excellent taste, if not the best judgment. She was a student of mine when I was teaching at an Eastern university. Alas, she divorced me later on the grounds I was incontinent and always drunk. I didn't have a chance to resign from that position.
Hey, how much them donuts? I'll make you a special price, 2 for a nickel. Okay.
That time of year, thou mayest in me behold, when yellow leaves, or none or few, do hang upon those boughs.
I've never been so cold in my life.
Did you honestly work in a nightclub?
Sure, I'm a chanteuse. I call myself Cherie.
That's French, isn't it?
I don't know, I just seen the name once and it kind of appealed to me.
It's French. It means dear one. Is that all the name you use?
Well, sure. That's all the name you need, like Hildegard. She's a chanteuse too.
Chanteuse means singer.
How can you know so much?
I'm taking French in high school.
I didn't get as far as high school. See, I was the oldest girl in my family when my sister Violet ran away. And I had 2 other sisters, both of them younger, and 5 brothers, most of them older. What was that mean? Anyway, I had to quit school when I was 12 to stay home and take care of the house and do the cooking. I'm a real good cook, honest.
Did you study singing?
No, I just kind of picked it up listening to the radio and watching movies, trying to put my songs over as good as the people did.
Well, how did you get started in a nightclub?
I won an amateur contest in Joplin. Well, I won second prize. A couple of boys won first prize for juggling milk bottles. I don't think that's fair. Do you? Making an artistic performer compete against knife throwers and juggers and people like that?
No, I don't.
Anyway, the second prize was good enough to get me to Kansas City to the contest there. It was a real big contest. I didn't win no prize at all, but it was good enough to give me the job at the Blue Dragon.
Is that where you're from, Joplin?
Oh no, Joplin's a big town. I grew up about 100 miles away in River Gulch, a little town in the Ozarks. I lived there till about 3 years ago this spring when the floods came and washed us all away.
Gee, that's too bad.
Yeah, I don't know where none of my folks are, except for my sister Nana. We just lit up when the floods came. I took Nana into Joplin with me, and she got a job as a waitress, and I started working at Legit's drugstore until that contest opened up.
Well, it must be real nice working in a nightclub.
Are you gonna be
It
here?
ain't all roses.
You gonna be here a while, Will?
Yeah, I reckon.
All right, I'm gonna send them cowboys in here now and leave you to look after them.
I'll do my best.
Another thing, Will,
I'll be jiggered.
so you better keep your eye on him too.
Ain't you coming back, Carla?
Oh, to tell you the truth, Will, I get darn stiff sitting at that wheel all day. I thought I'd go out for a nice long walk.
In this blizzard, you gone crazy?
No, that's just the kind of gal I am. I like to go for long walks in the rain and snow. Freshens a girl up. Sometimes I walk for hours.
You do.
Yep, for hours. Just the kind of girl I am.
Going for a walk. Not like this.
Really good for one, Will. Really, it is.
Hey, she said she's gonna wake him up. That means he's gonna be in here pretty soon. You ain't gonna let on that I said
soft winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease hath all too short a date.
Why, that's one of my favorite sonnets.
It is? You read Shakespeare?
I studied him in school, in English class. We read all the sonnets, and I memorized a few myself.
I used to know them all, by heart. Many of the plays I could recite in their entirety, and I often did, for the entertainment and annoyance of my friends.
Last fall, I memorized the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. And a boy from class played Romeo, and we presented it for convocation one day.
Oh, I wish I was there to see.
When I went to school, they didn't read their Shakespeare till the 9th grade. In the 9th grade, they read Julius Caesar. I only got as far as the 8th grade, but I saw Marlon Brando in the movie.
I sure do love that Marlon Brando.
Madame, where is thy lotion bar?
I don't understand anything you say, but I sure like the way you say it.
And I understand everything I say, but privately despise the way I say it.
That's cute.
I once had a very nice friend who recited poetry.
Oh, whatever could have happened to him?
I don't know, he just moved out of town. His name was Mr. Everett Brubaker, and he sold secondhand cars down at 8th and Wyandotte. He had a very nice Pontiac car with the top down. He talked real nice, but I guess he wasn't any nicer than the others.
The others?
Oh, well, you meet quite a few men down at the place I worked at, the Blue Dragon nightclub down by Stockyards. You ever hear of it?
No, and I deeply regret the fact.
Oh, you're just saying that.
An educated man like you would have no use for the Blue Dragon.
I wouldn't.
Hey, why's anyone waking us up? Work's not about to froze out there.
Hey, shut the door!
Sheriff, how come you get off the bus down and let me know? Is there any way to treat the man you gonna marry? Cowboy, shut the door. Sheriff, that's no way to treat a fella. Slip off the bus like you're trying to get rid of him, maybe? Come in here and eat by yourself? I thought we'd have a little snack together. Sometimes I don't understand you, Cherry.
Oh, for the 100th time, my name ain't Cherry.
I can't say it the way you do. What's wrong with Cherry?
Well, it's kind of embarrassing.
Cowboy, you have the decency to shut the door. Why? What's the matter with you, mister? You afraid of a little fresh air? Well, man, you ought to breathe real deep, get your lungs full of it. That's the trouble with you city people. You get soft.
Hey, Bo, he's the sheriff.
Yeah, suppose he is the sheriff. What's that matter to me? That don't give him the right to insult my manners, does it? No man ever had to tell me what to do, did he, Burge?
No, but there always comes a time, Bo.
But my name's Bo Decker. I'm 21 years old, and I own me my own ranch up in Timber Hill, Montana, where I got a herd of fine Hereford cattle and a dozen horses and the finest sheep and chickens and hogs anywhere in the country. And I just got back from rodeo where I won about every prize there was, didn't I, Burge?
Yep.
Yep. I'm a prize bronco buster, bulldogger, steer roper anywhere around. I won them all. And what's more, I had my picture taken by Life magazine. So, I appreciate you talking to me with a little respect in your voice, mister, and not go hollering orders at me from across the room like I was some no-count servant.
Never seen anybody like him.
You was the last one in, cowboy. You left the door open. You should have closed it.
I don't care who you are. That is all I'm saying. Well, door's closed now. What you arguing about? Well, looks like we're going to be here for a while, Marge. How's with some grub?
Now, Bo, I'm chewing tobacco.
That's all word for you. Always happy as long as he got a wad of tobacco in his mouth. Well, I'm having me a little snack. Miss, give me about 3 hamburgers.
3? How do you want them?
Well, I want them raw.
Honest?
That's the only way to eat them. Raw with a thick slice of onion and some pickle in it.
Well, if you're sure you're not joking.
Just a minute, miss, that ain't all. I'd also like me some ham and eggs. And some potato salad. And a piece of pie. I ain't so particular what kind of pie it is, so long as it's got that meringue on top of it.
You have lemon and chocolate? They both have meringue.
Lemon and chocolate. I like them both.
Both.
I don't know which I'd rather have. I'll take them both, miss.
Both.
Yep, and set a quart of milk beside me. I'm still a growing boy. Traveling always picks up my appetite. Is that all you have? Just a measly donut?
I ain't hungry.
Why not?
Yes, I ain't.
Well, you ought to be.
Well, I ain't.
Wait till I get you up to the Susie Q. I'll fatten you up. I bet in 2 weeks' time you won't recognize yourself. Oh, but doggone it, Sherry, I love you just the way you are. You're about the cutest little piece I ever did see. Oh man, when I come to that nightclub place, hear you singing my favorite song, standing before the orchestra, looking like an angel, I said to myself, then and there, she's for me. And now, my gosh, ain't I, Cherry?
Oh, Bo, there are people here, but look
But if they
good.
are, it's no crime to show a little affection, is it? Especially when we gonna get married. Certainly no crime I ever heard of.
For crying out loud, never days.
Cherry, that's no way to talk to your husband.
That's all you've done since we left Kansas City is mom me.
Oh. Well, is that so? Well, I never had to pester no woman with my affections. I never had to coax no woman to make love to me, did I?
Nope.
Nope. I never had to coax no woman to make love to me.
No.
No. Everywhere I go, I get all the women I want, don't I, Bird?
Yep.
Yeah, I gotta fight them to keep them off me, don't I, Bird?
Here are the hamburgers.
The ham and eggs will take a little longer.
Okay, these will give me a start.
Emma, honey, I just had the darndest headache.
Oh, I'm sorry, Grace.
You think you could look after things a while?
Sure.
Because, the only thing for me to do is go upstairs and lie down a while. That's about the only thing that's going to do me any good at all.
What's the matter, Grace?
I got a headache, Will, so it's driving me wild.
That's all.
You are now the mistress of the inn.
You never told me about your first wife.
Oh, how could I have omitted her?
Was she like,
She was the loveliest of them all. I do believe she was. We had such an idyllic honeymoon together with a golden month of sunshine and romance in Bermuda. Later on, she sued me for divorce on the grounds of mental cruelty. And persuaded a judge that she should have my house and my motor car and an alimony, which I still find difficult to pay, for she never chose to marry again. She found that for all that she wanted out of marriage, she didn't have to marry. Perhaps I'm being unkind.
Miss, was he waiting for me to lay them eggs?
oh, I'm sorry. Well, they're ready.
Thank you, miss. Them hamburgers is just a horse duvray. Thank you. Doggone. Cherry, what'd you want to bring your suitcase in here for? Cherry, I'm asking you a civil question. Cherry, what'd you bring your suitcase in here
Now,
for?
don't
Tell
you
me.
hear me, Bob?
No, tell me, what's your suitcase doing behind the counter? What was you trying to do, fool me? Was you trying to get away from me? Is that what you've been sitting here planning to do?
Take your
Oh,
hands
tell
off
me,
me, Bo.
Cherry,
Get off, cowboy.
Mister, you got no right interference with me and me fiancé.
Maybe she's your fiancée, maybe she ain't. You ain't abuse her longer, understand?
Abuser?
You better tell him now, miss, just how you feel about things.
What's this critter trying to say, Cherry?
You better tell him, miss.
No, don't get mad, Bo.
I'll get mad if I feel like it. But what you two got planned?
Bo, I want to go off to Montana and marry ya.
You do too?
I do not.
You'll come to like it in time. I promised you would. Now, we've been through all that before.
But Bo, I ain't going with ya.
With what?
I ain't going with ya. The sheriff said he'd help me. He ain't gonna let you take me any further. Let's stay here and take the next bus back to Kansas City.
No, you ain't gonna do nothing of the kind.
Yes, I am, Bo. You gotta believe me. I ain't going with you, and that's final.
But Cherry, we were familiar with each other.
Don't mean you gotta marry me.
What? I ought to take you across my knee, but you a while. You can't pay no attention to what she says, mister. Women folk don't know their own minds, never did.
Don't you come near me.
You're gonna follow me back to Timber Hill and marry up. But you just think you wouldn't like it now, because you've never been there, and the whole idea is kind of strange, but you'll come to like it in time. In no time at all, you're gonna be happy as a mud hen. Look, I ain't taking no for an answer. By God, you're coming along.
You're not taking her with you if you don't want to go. Can't you get that through your skull and I'll leave her be?
be.
Ask her. Ask the little lady if you don't believe me. Ask her if she loves you.
No, I ain't gonna do nothing of the kind.
All right then, take my word for it.
No, I wouldn't take your word for a cloudy day. Look, I'm telling you she loves me and I ought to know.
Well, she ain't getting back on the bus with you, so we'll leave it at that. So we're gonna take my advice, sit down with your friend there, have a quiet game of pinochle until the bus gets on its way and takes you with it.
Do like he tells you, though. Maybe got the little lady all wrong anyway.
Don't you say nothing against her, Bert.
I ain't saying nothing against her. I'm just saying, I don't see why you should marry a gal who says she don't want to love you. Marry a gal who says she don't love you. I think she might not be as good a gal as you think she is anyway.
Go see her.
What should I do with the ham next?
Put them on the stove and keep them warm, miss. They'll have them later.
Don't think you'll be bothering anymore, miss. If you are, my station's right across the road. You can holler.
Thank you very much, I'm sure.
You be all right, Elmer?
Sure will.
I'll look in on you a little later.
I don't know why, but I seem to relax more easily when a sheriff leaves the room.
I think it's awfully unfair that people dislike Will just because he's a sheriff.
You see, my dear, he stands for the symbol of authority, the most dreaded figure of our time. Policemen, teachers, judges, lawyers, doctors, I suppose even tax collectors. We take for granted that they are going to punish us for something we didn't do, or did do.
But you said you were a teacher once.
But not a successful one. I never could stay in one place very long at a time. And I hated having anyone over me. Deans and presidents and department heads. I was never a man who could take orders from anyone without feeling resentment. Right or wrong, I have always insisted on having my own way.
What am I gonna do, Birch?
Bo, you gotta quit depending on me so much. I don't know what to tell you other than sit down and be peaceful.
No, I can't be peaceful.
Well, pace around like a panther and be miserable.
I just can't believe it.
What can't you believe?
Well, nothing.
Got something on your chest, Bo. Best to get it on.
Well, I just never realized that a gal might not love me.
She looked like an angel, like a bird she could sing. And when she looked into my eyes, I believed everything. But now I know love is heartless, I know love is cruel. And just because you love someone, that don't mean they love you. Leaving Cheyenne, I'll never return, though the memory will linger and heart will burn. I'll never forget the lesson I learned. Leaving Cheyenne, I'll never return.
And where else did you teach?
Oh, my last position was at one of those revolting little progressive colleges in the East, where they offer a curriculum of what they call functional education. Educators, I'm sure of, have despaired of teaching students anything, so they decided the second best thing to do was to understand them. Every day there would be a meeting of everyone on the entire faculty with whom the students ever had any contact, from the president down to the chambermaid. We put our collective heads together to try and figure out why little Jane and little Mary was not getting out of her classes what she should have. The suggestion that perhaps she wasn't studying was too simple. And if you implied she simply didn't have the brains for a college education, you were being undemocratic.
You must have disapproved of that college.
Dear girl, I disapproved of my entire life.
Really?
Yes. I suppose I couldn't resist living it all over again.
Did you resign from that position?
One day I decided I had enough. I walked blithely into the dean's office and I said, "Sir, I graduated magna cum laude from the University of Chicago. I studied at Oxford on a Rhodes Scholarship. I returned to take my PhD from Harvard, receiving the highest honors. I think I deserve the right to expect my students to try and understand me."
And what did he say?
Oh, I didn't wait for a response. I walked out the door, went to the railroad station where I got a ticket to the farthest place I could think of, which happened to be Las Vegas. I've been traveling around ever since. It's a merry way to go to pot.
I thought I might teach one day, but you don't make it sound very attractive.
Oh, suit yourself. Don't let me influence you one way or the other. You are a lovely, lovely young girl.
Thank you, Dr. Lyman.
Did you tell me you plan a trip to Topeka tomorrow?
You mean today? Yes. I have a ticket to see the Kansas City Symphony. They come to Topeka every year to give a concert.
Yes, and you say you stay with your sister there.
Yes. And then I take an early morning bus back home in time for school Monday. And then after school, I come here and I work for Grace.
Didn't you tell me there's a university in Topeka?
Yes. Washburn University.
Washburn University, of course. It just occurs to me I should stop there and check some references on a bit of research I'm engaged on.
Well, I've been to Washburn Library lots of times.
You have? Perhaps you would take me.
Oh.
I arrive in Topeka before you, and then I'll need your bus.
If you really want me to.
Yeah, you can take me to the library. And perhaps we can have dinner together. And perhaps you'll permit me to take you to the symphony.
Are you serious?
Of course I'm serious. Why do you ask?
I don't know. Usually older people are too busy to take notice of kids. I'd love to.
Then I can depend on it. We have an engagement.
Yes, that'll be lots of fun. I can't wait.
But, dear girl, let us not tell anyone of our plans.
Why not?
Well, you see, I was married and I'm somewhat older than you, perhaps. Not as old as you may take me to be. Anyway, people might not understand.
Oh.
So, we'll keep our plans to ourselves, promise?
Okay, if you think best.
I think it's best.
That was really pretty bird.
Oh, thank you, miss.
Hey, isn't there some other way to get back to Kansas City?
Oh, I'm sorry. The bus comes through here from Topeka, and it can't get through until the road's cleared.
I was just getting sort of restless.
Elma, can you fill me up like a good girl?
Sure will.
You go down the highway a bit, see how the men are getting on. Everyone behaving?
Of course.
Grace not down yet?
No.
Haven't seen Carl anywhere outside. Suppose something could have happened to her? I suppose she could take care of herself. Thank you, Elma. Oh, Elma, if anyone should be wanting me, I won't be gone very long.
Thanks, Sheriff. If it wasn't for him, I'd get chaired right now, and I think.
Where is the pig?
Well, there's a Justice of Peace down the street. You can see a sign from the window.
Oh, you can't just force a gal to marry. You just can't. That sheriff, he's a stern man. He'd shoot you in a minute if he saw the duty. Let's go over to the counter and have a drink like a professor.
Well, I never did drink. I ain't gonna let no woman drive me to it.
You don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't chew. You ought to have some bad habits to fall back on when things with women go wrong.
Birch, pitiable weakling of a man, but there's been times the last few months where I've been so lonesome, I just didn't know what to do with myself.
Don't disgrace to feel that way, Bo.
What about you, Birch? Don't you ever get lonesome too?
Long time ago, I gave up romance and decided I was just gonna take feeling lonesome for granted.
Wish I could do that, but I can't.
Maybe I'm sad.
Why do you say that?
Well, I don't know why I don't just go off to Montana and marry him. Probably be a lot better off than I am now.
He says he loves you.
You don't know what love is.
Well, what makes you say that?
He just wants a girl he can throw his arms around and hug and kiss, and that's all. Most of the time, he don't even know I exist.
What made you decide to marry him in the first place?
You ain't real experienced, are you?
I guess not.
Well, I never did decide to marry him. Everything was going great till he brought up that subject. See, Bo came in the nightclub one night when I was singing that old Black Magic. It's one of my best numbers. And he liked it so much, he jumped up on a chair and he started yelling like an Indian. And he stuck his fingers in his mouth and he whistled like a steam engine. And naturally, it made me feel good. And most of the customers at the Blue Dragon was always too drunk to pay attention to the songs.
You liked him?
Well, I thought he was awful cute.
I think he looks a little like Burt Lancaster. Don't you?
I don't know. Anyways, I've never seen a cowboy before. Of course, I'd seen him in the flesh, but I mean, in the movies, but never in the flesh. And he was just so darn healthy looking. I don't mind admitting I was attracted right from the start.
You were?
Yes, but it's only what you might call a sexual attraction.
Oh.
The next morning, he woke up and just started hollering, "Yippee, we're getting married!" I thought he was crazy, but when I tried to talk sense into him, he wouldn't listen to a word. He just stayed by my side all day like a shadow, and at night, of course, he had to go back to the rodeo, but he'd be back to the Blue Dragon in time for the midnight show. And if any other guy said he had a date with me, that would beat him up.
And you never said you'd marry him?
No. He just kept saying he and Bert would be by the night the rodeo was over, and we'd all start off to Montana together. And I knew if I was at the Blue Dragon last night, that's exactly what would happen. So I went there, and I sang the first number, and I told him I was quitting. There was a girl that worked there, lived across the river on a farm in Kansas, and said I could stay with her. So I picked up my share of the kitty, and darn it if I didn't tell him I was taking that midnight bus. Of course, they had to go tell Bo when he come in a little after 11. He paid him $5 to find out. So I went down to the bus station, hadn't even got to the ticket window, and then here comes Bo and Bert, and he just steps right up and says, 3 tickets to Montana. I honestly didn't know what to say. He just dragged me on the bus, and I've been on it ever since. And somehow, deep down inside of me, I got a funny feeling I'm gonna end up in Montana.
Tell me something, Birch. We've been together since my folks died, and I always wondered if maybe I didn't spoil your chances of settling down.
No, you never did, Bo. I used to tell myself that, but I just wanted an excuse.
But you've been looking after me since I was 10.
Yep. Could have married up too.
Was he ever in love?
Once. Before I went to work on your daddy's ranch.
What happened?
Nothing.
You asked her to marry you?
Nope.
Why not?
There comes a time in every fellow's life, Bo, when he's got to give up his own ways.
How you mean?
Well, it's like I was always kind of uncomfortable around her. She's sweet, kind of refined, and I was always afraid I was going to do or say something wrong.
Yeah, I know how you mean.
I guess it was cowardly of me. When I get back from courting her and I get back from the bunkhouse, buddies talking, playing cards, and listening to music, I'd just relax and feel so at home. And I didn't want to give it up.
Yeah, gals can scare a fella.
Now I'm kind of ashamed.
You are?
Yeah, well, a fella can't spend his whole life relying on his buddies.
Why don't you like me, Verge? Well, come on, tell me the truth.
You ain't going about it right.
What do I do wrong?
Well, sometimes it sounds a little bullheaded and mean, Bo.
I do? Well, how's a fella supposed to act?
Well, I'm no authority, but it seems to me you could be a little more gallant.
Gallant? Well, I'm as gallant as I know how to be. You hear the way Hank and Orville talk at the ranch when they come back from journeying town about their river?
They like to brag, Bo. You can't believe everything Hank and Orville say.
Was there any reason a gal wouldn't go for me as soon as she would for Hank or Orville?
They're a little older, they've learned a little more, and they know how to be gallant around a gal when they want to.
Well, I ain't gonna pretend.
I can't blame them.
But a gal ought to like me. I can read and write. I'm kind of tidy. And I got good manners, don't I?
I'm no judge, Bo. I'm used to it.
When I'm tall and strong. Ain't that what gals like? And if I do say so myself, I'm pretty good looking. When I get spruced up, well, I'm as good looking a gal as a guy might hope to see.
I know you are.
Well, then hellfire and damnation, why don't you go back to the ranch with me?
Gee, you only loved him. Yeah, that's all I've ever taken with you. But I don't. So I just can't imagine myself going to some godforsaken ranch in Montana where all I'd ever see is him and a lot of cows.
No. If you don't love him, it would be awfully lonely.
I don't know why I keep expecting myself to fall in love, but I do.
Well, I know I expect to someday.
I'm honestly wondering if there is the kind of love I got in mind.
Well, what's that?
Well, I don't know, I'm only 19, but I've been going with boys since I was 14.
Honest?
Honey, I was married a cousin of mine when I was 14, but Pappy wouldn't have it.
I've never heard of anybody marrying so young.
He's down in the Ozarks, we don't waste much time. I'm real glad I didn't marry my cousin Malcolm, though, because he did turn out real bad like Pappy predicted. But I was real crazy about him at the time, and I've been losing my head about some guy ever since. But Bo's the first one ever wanted to marry me since cousin Malcolm. And of course I want to get married and raise a family and all them things, but
You've never been in love.
well, that's what I mean. Maybe I have and I didn't know it. Maybe I'm expecting it to be something it ain't. All I know is however crazy you are about a guy, you gotta feel like, it's hard to put into words, but, well, you gotta feel like he respects you. That's what I mean.
Well, I should think so.
I want a guy I can look up to, but I don't want him to browbeat me. I want a guy that can be sweet to me, but I don't want to be babied either. I just feel like whoever I marry, he's gotta have some real regard for me. Aside from all that love and sex and stuff, you know what I mean?
I think so. What are you going to do when you get back to Kansas City?
Oh, I don't know. There's a hillbilly program on one of the radio stations. Maybe I'll get a job on it. If not, I'll probably just go to work at Walgreens or Lidget's and probably after a while just marry some guy whether I think I love him or not. Who am I to keep insisting that I fall in love? You hear all about love when you're a kid and you just take it for granted that such a thing exists. I mean, maybe you gotta find out for yourself that it don't. Maybe they're just very tough.
Maybe you're right, but I hope not.
Gee, I hate to go out to that cold powder room, but better not put it off any longer.
How defiantly we pursue love. Like it was an inheritance due that we had to wrangle about with angry relatives in order to get our share.
You shouldn't complain. You've had 3 wives.
Don't shame me. I love them all, with passion. At least I thought I did for a while.
I'm sorry, Dr. Lyman. I didn't mean to sound sarcastic.
No, don't apologize. I am too egotistical ever to take offense from anything people say.
You're not egotistical at all.
Believe me, the greatest egos are those which are too egotistical to show just how egotistical they are.
I guess I'm idealistic about things. I like to think people fall in love, and they stay that way forever and ever.
Maybe we've lost the ability. Maybe man has passed that part of his evolution wherein love is possible. Maybe life will continue to become so terrifyingly complex that man's anxiety about his mere survival will render him too miserly to give of himself in any true relation.
Talking over my head. Anyone can fall in love. I've always thought that.
But two people really in love must give something of themselves.
Yes.
That's the gift men are afraid to make. Sometimes they keep it in their bosom forever, where it withers and dies, and then they never know love. Only a facsimile, which they seek over and over again in meaningless repetition.
Gee, how do we get on the subject?
Pay no attention to me. Whether there is such a thing as love, we can always pretend. However, let us instead talk of our upcoming trip to Topeka. Will you wear your prettiest dress?
Of course. If it turns out to be a nice day, I'll wear a new dress Mother got me for spring. It's a soft rose color with a little lace collar.
You will look lovely. Lovely. I know you will. I hope it doesn't embarrass you for me to speak these endearments.
No, it doesn't embarrass me.
I'm glad. You just think of me as a fatherly old fool, will you? And don't be troubled if I take such rapturous delight in your sweetness, youth, and innocence. For these are the qualities I seek to warm my heart, as I seek a fire to warm my hands.
Now I'm a little embarrassed. I don't know what to say to that.
Then say nothing. Or nudge me and I'll talk endlessly about the most meaningless trivia.
I wish you'd play some another song, Bert. But we could all use some cheering up.
I'll make you a deal, miss. I'll play if you'll sing.
Let's have a floor show! we can all do something!
Brilliant idea! Straight from Chaucer. And you must read your Juliet for me.
Bert, you'll play us a song.
All right, but I don't play opera music.
And you'll take part? It won't be fun unless we all do something.
I never was no play actor, miss.
You can say the Gettysburg Address.
I ain't gonna say it now.
Well, how about your rope? Your rope's out on the bus and get for you easy enough.
Oh, please, the rope tricks would be a lot of fun.
No, I ain't gonna get up for a lot of strangers and make a fool of myself.
I guess he means it, miss.
Shucks.
Don't know why you couldn't have been a little more cooperative, though.
I got too much on my mind to worry about doing stunts.
You'll sing us a song, won't you?
Of course I will. 4 pieces of pie and another cup of coffee.
Sure!
You play for me, won't you, Bert?
Start me out by that and pick out.
And you'll read some poetry for us, won't you?
Why, I intend to play Romeo opposite your Juliet.
I don't know if I can remember the lines.
Sometimes you can find Shakespeare on these shelves amongst the many lurid novels of juvenile delinquents. Here it is. The 4 tragedies of Shakespeare with my compliments.
That's my seat.
If I read it over a couple times, it'll come back to me. Do you know the balcony scene?
You can have it.
Why, I know the entire play by heart. I could recite it backwards.
I've got a costume with me. Where can I change?
Behind the counter. And there's a mirror above the sink. Costumes and everything.
He shines up to you like a kitten to milk.
Well, can I help it if I'm so darn attracted to women? Shucks, oh, it don't mean nothing.
Well, maybe it don't mean nothing to you.
She was being nice to me because I was playing the guitar. Guitar music's kind of tender. Girls seem to like it.
Tender?
Yeah, Bo. Girls like things to be tender.
They do.
They do.
Well, if a fella gets tender, then someone comes along and makes a sap out of him.
Sometimes, Bo. But not always. You gotta take a chance.
Well, I always thought I was a decent sort of fella, but I don't know if I'm tender.
I think you are, Bo. Why, you know how you feel about deer hunting? You just can't do it. Why, you could no more shoot one of them sweet little deers with them sad eyes than you could jump in and boil them all.
Are you making fun of me?
No, Bo, I'm not making fun of you. Trying to show you you got a tender side to your nature. Same as everyone else.
I suppose I do.
Sure you do.
Well, how come Cherry don't come over and talk sweet to me like she does to you?
Well, you got a tender side, Bo, but you don't know how to show it.
I don't?
No, you just don't know how.
Well, how does a person go about showing their tender side, Burge?
I don't know as I can tell you.
Burge, will you go first?
All right, by me.
And I will be the master of ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, Grace's Diner tonight presents its gala floor show of celebrated artists from all over the world. The first number in our show tonight is that musical cowboy, Mr. Virgil Blessing, who will entertain you with his guitar.
Ride no pain, I'm leading no thing. I'm going to Montana to throw the wood a hand. Feet in the coolies, they water in the draws. The tails are all matted, the backs are all raw. Ride around the little doggies, ride around them real slow. The fiery and snuffy and rearing to go.
I think you got me all wrong, Cherry.
Don't you come back here, I'm present.
Cherry, I think you misjudged me.
Be quiet, the show started.
Cherry, I'm really a very tender person. You just don't know it. I'm so tender-hearted that I don't go deer hunting, 'cause I just couldn't kill them sweet little deers with the sad eyes. Ask Burge.
I ain't interested.
You ain't?
No, I ain't. And furthermore, I think you're real loud for coming over here and talking to me while your friends know how to play guitar.
You talk like you thought more of Burge than you did of me.
You go away, leave me alone.
Cherry, did I tell you about my colored television set with the 24-inch screen?
1,000,000 times. Now go away.
The fiery and snuffy and raring to go. Nah, no more now. I want to see the rest of you do something.
Yeah, well, a lot she cares how tender I am.
Are you ready?
I consider myself so.
Will you be our prompter?
Well, it's kind of funny writing, but I'll try.
What will we use as a balcony?
That offers a problem.
What is it these folks gonna do, Burge?
Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare.
Shakespeare.
As Romeo's a great lover, Bo, you should watch and pick up some points.
I'm ready.
But soft would light through yonder window breaks. It is the east. Juliet is the sun. Right?
Hush up.
Ladies and gentlemen, you will now witness a playing of the balcony scene from Romeo and Juliet. Dr. Gerald Blyman will portray the part of Romeo, and I'll play Juliet. My name is Elma Duckworth. The scene takes place in the Capulets' home in the orchard in Verona, Italy. This counter is supposed to be a balcony.
He just of scars that have no wounds. Hark! Where light through yonder window breaks. It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Hooray! She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I'm too bold.
Oh, he's drunk.
'Tis not to me she speaks. To the fairest eyes in all the heaven, having some business to her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return.
Mommy.
Oh, speak again, bright angel. Thou art as glorious to this night as is a winged messenger of heaven unto white. Upturn one
I don't
eyes of
understand all
mortals.
that word, Verge.
Shakespeare to gaze on him as he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
'Tis thy name that is my enemy. But thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is not hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I am baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus be screened in night, so stumblest upon my counsel?
By name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself.
Because it is an enemy to thee.
My name is hateful to myself.
Dr. Levin, what's the matter?
Dear girl, let us not continue with this meaningless little act.
Did I do something wrong?
You couldn't possibly do anything wrong if you tried.
I can say the lines.
Don't. Just tell your audience that Romeo is suddenly fraught with remorse.
Verge, if that's the way to make love, I'm gonna give up.
I'm afraid he's not feeling well.
I tried to prompt him.
Are you ready?
Sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the final number in our show tonight is Mademoiselle Cherie, the international chanteuse, direct from the Blue Dragon nightclub in Kansas City. Cherie!
Remember, I don't allow no table service to my numbers. I don't need a man to make me happy. I don't need a man to make me blue. I've known enough men to know the difference. And I don't need a man like you.
Ain't she beautiful, Verge?
Well, I've wasted all my love and I've wasted most of my time and wasted a little money too.
I'm gonna get her.
Shut up.
Well, I've wasted all these things and I wish that I
Well, I made up my mind. I told myself I was gonna get me down. That's the only reason I entered that rodeo. I ain't taking no for an answer.
Oh, shut up.
And not seeing you coming by. Phone rings and I
Anything I ever wanted to slap my went out, gal. I ain't gonna stop now.
But it's always
I'm
just
gonna get
another
her.
trap.
Sherry.
You ain't got the manners God gave a monkey. If I was a man, I'd beat the living daylights out of you. And one of these days, that's just what some man's gonna do. And when it happens, I hope I'm there to see it.
Romeo! Romeo! Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Where art thou, Romeo?
This guy's in bad shape.
Well, I was killing Verge. I love you. You got no right to come over and slap me.
Go on, leave me alone,
We're
Bo.
going down to the pieces. You're gonna marry me tonight.
Happy bird, help!
Shut up! Like you do. Husband, you won't have nothing to be sorry about.
Oh my God! Somebody help me, Sarah! Somebody help
You're
me!
damn
cowboy!
Get out of my way.
Do as I say.
I ain't gonna have no one interfering in my ways.
Oh! You can't pick a fight with the sheriff.
By God, mister, ain't no man ever get the best of me. I ain't no man ever gonna.
I'm ready and willing to try, cowboy. Come on.
Oh, I knew this was gonna happen. I just knowed it all along.
They're called Grace.
Hey, what the hell is going on in here?
Grace, they're fighting.
Oh, let's see. Oh, wow, looks like Will's getting the best of him. Yep, I'll put my money on Will Masters any day. See, he's got it here. Look at that cowboy. Look at that cowboy. He's green. He's just swinging out. Wild.
What?
Oh, God, explode with fire. Come on, Will, come on. Give him the old uppercut, works every time. Oh! Yeah, what I tell you, that cowboy is down. We'll put handcuffs on him now.
We'll give him first aid. He always does.
Gotta admit, he had it coming.
No, I am just glad that they got this settled outside. Do you remember the last time we had a fight in here? I had to put in a new window.
It takes strong men and women to love. People that are strong enough inside themselves to love without humiliation. People big enough to grow with their love and live inside a whole wide new dimension. People brave enough to bear the responsibility of being loved and not fear it as a burden. I never had the generosity to love. To give my own most private self to another, for I was weak. I thought the gift would somehow lessen me. Romeo, I am disgusting.
Dr. Lyman, are you all right?
Don't bother with me, dear girl. Don't bother with a foolish old man like me.
You're not a foolish old man. You're the best person I've ever met.
I'm flattered and pleased. But you are young. In a couple of years, you'll go from a girl into a woman. A kind, thoughtful, loving, intelligent woman. You could only pity me, for I am a child. I am a drunken, unruly child, and I have nothing left in my heart for a true woman.
Let me get you something to make you feel better.
No. I'll seek comfort in the bedroom.
Elma, honey, what is the matter? What is he saying to you, Elma?
Miss, will you help him? The sheriff says that if you don't hold charges, then he'll let Bo back out and get on the bus.
So he can come back in here and start mauling me again?
He won't do that anymore, miss, I promise.
You promise. What about him?
I think you can trust him now.
That's what I thought before. Nothing doing. He grabs a hold of a girl and he kisses her like he's Napoleon.
If he knew I was telling you this, he would never forgive me. But you are the first gal he ever made love to at all.
I sure don't believe that.
It's true, miss. He's always as shy as a rabbit.
My God.
And you take my advice. And don't you meet him in Topeka or anywhere else.
I won't, Grace. I promise. But honest, I don't think he meant any harm. He just drank a little too much. That's all. Are you all right?
Dear girl, I'm a very old man. I feel so weary.
Just let him sleep it off. That's all you can do.
Grace, for Christ's sake, who puked all over the back house?
Oh, God!
Come on, Bert, let's go.
Oh, miss, I'm awful glad you're gonna help him.
If you're telling me a fib has to get him out of jail, I'll never forgive you.
It's no fib, miss. You are the first gal he ever made love to.
Well, sure ain't never had that honor before.
Just around the corner, there's a rainbow in the sky. So let's have another cup of coffee, and let's have another piece of pie. Trouble's like a bubble, and the clouds will soon roll by. So let's have another cup of coffee, and let's have another piece of pie. Let a smile be your umbrella, or it's just an April shower. Even John D. Rockefeller is looking for the silver lining. Mr. Herbert Hoover says that now's the time to buy. So let's have another cup of coffee, and let's have another piece of pie. Even John D. Rockefeller is looking for the silver lining. Mr. Herbert Hoover says that now's the time to buy. So let's have another cup of coffee, and let's have another piece of apple pie.
Still dead.
You know, I'll be glad when y'all can get out and I can go to bed. I'm tired.
You had enough of me, baby? You know, I'm kind of glad the highway was blocked tonight.
Yeah?
Yeah. Gave us a chance to become kind of acquainted, isn't it?
Kinda.
Pulling in here 3 times a week and then pulling out again in 20 minutes. I always left just kind of wondering what you was like, Grace.
Well, I always kind of wondered what you was like too, Carla.
You did?
But you need to go blabbing to the other drivers about it.
What makes you think I'd do that?
Oh shoot. I know how you bus drivers all when you'll get together work for women.
Well, not me, Grace.
And you know what? I certainly don't want any of the other drivers, on this route especially, thinking that they're gonna get anything more than what I am serving up over this counter.
I'm sure I get you. But you, kind of like me, didn't you, Grace?
Maybe I did.
Yeah? Yeah?
You know what I liked about you, Carla?
What?
It was your hands. I like nice hands.
You got everything, baby.
One of the highway trucks just stopped by. They say it won't be very long now.
I hope so.
Everyone really peaceful?
Yes, Will?
Cowboy, if you're holding any grudges against me, I think you might ask yourself what you'd have done if you were in my place. Couldn't let you carry off the little lady if she didn't want to go, could I? Could I?
I don't feel like talking, mister.
Well, I couldn't. I think you might also remember that this little lady, if she wanted to, could press charges and get you sent to the penitentiary for violation of the Mann Act.
The what act?
The Mann Act. You took a woman over the state line against her will.
That'd be a serious charge, Bill. Yeah, well, I loved her.
Don't make any difference.
Well, man's got a right to the things he loves.
Not unless he deserves it, cowboy.
I'm a hard-working man. I own my own ranch. I got $6,000 in the bank.
Man don't deserve the things he loves unless he can be a little bit humble about getting them.
Well, I ain't gonna get down on my knees and beg.
Being humble ain't the same thing as being wretched, cowboy. I had to learn that once too. I wasn't quite as old as you, and I stole horses instead of women because you could sell horses. One day I stole a horse off the wrong man, Reverend Hezekiah Pearson. Never thought I'd get mine from any preacher. It was very fair. Gave me every chance to put myself clear, but I wouldn't admit to him that the horse was his. Finally, he did what he had to do, thrashed me within an inch of my life. I never forgot. Because it was the first time in my life that I had to admit that I was wrong. I was miserable. Finally, after a few days, I decided the only thing to do would be to admit to the man how I felt. Then I felt different about the whole thing. I joined his church, and was bosom pals till he died. You done what I asked you to do?
Not yet, Sheriff.
Why should you be so scared?
Who says I'm scared?
You gave me your word, didn't you?
Well, I'm gonna do it if y'all just give me time.
I warn you. It ain't gonna do you no good unless you really mean it.
Well, I'll mean it.
All right then. Go ahead.
Miss, I'd like to apologize
For what?
for causing such a commotion.
Oh. You needn't apologize to me, cowboy. I like a good fight. And you're welcome to Grace's Diner anytime. And I mean anytime.
Thank you. I must have acted like a hoodlum. I apologize.
That's all right.
Thank you, miss.
I'm awfully sorry we never got to see your rope tricks.
Oh, they ain't much. Have I gotta wake up the professor to apologize to him?
You can overlook the professor.
No, I can't do it.
Oh,
I just can't do it.
why not?
She'd have no respect for me now. She saw me beat.
You gave me your promise. Whether or not you owe that girl an apology, you're to say it to her, or I'm not letting you back on the bus.
Go on, Bo. Well, I'll try. Cherry?
Yeah?
Cherry? It wasn't right of me to treat you the way I did. dragging you onto the bus and trying to make you marry me, whether you wanted to or not? You think you could ever forgive me?
Well, I guess I've been treated worse in my life.
Cherry, I got you here, and I ought to get you back in good style, so take this.
Did Sheriff make you give me this?
Oh, by God, no, we didn't say nothing about my giving you money.
It's his idea, miss, but I think it's a good one.
You don't gotta give me this much, Bo.
Well, I want you to have it.
Thanks. I sure can use it.
And I wish you good luck, Cherry. Honest. I do.
I wish you the same, Bo.
Well, I guess I said everything that's to be said. So long.
So long.
Wasn't so bad now, was it, son?
Well, I'd rather break them wild horses than do it again.
How's your headache, Grace?
Huh?
A while back you said you had a headache.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine now.
Did you have a nice walk, Carla?
Yeah, oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You better go upstairs because someone took your overshoes and put them outside the door to Grace's apartment.
You nosy old snoop.
Have me a cup of coffee, Grace? I'll give you sweet
Let's go over the counter and have a bite of breakfast, Bo.
I ain't hungry, Bird.
Maybe a cup of coffee.
I couldn't get it down.
No, what's the matter, Bo? You ought to be feeling pretty good. Sheriff let you out?
I might as well stay in jail.
What talk is that? Bus will be leaving pretty soon. We'll be back at the ranch in a couple of days.
I don't care if I ever see that dang ranch again.
Bo, you spent half your life working to get the money to build that place up.
Well, it's the lonesomest damn place I ever did see.
I never thought so.
It'd be like going back to a graveyard.
Hey, heard Hank and Orville talking about the new school marm over to Stebbins' place. They say she's a lover.
I ain't interested in no school marm.
Give yourself time, Bo. You're young. You meet lots of gals. Gals that'll love you too.
I want charity. Go on, get yourself something to eat, Bird.
Oh my God, the lines are up. Grace's Diner. It is. All right, I'll tell her. Oh, the roads are cleared,
All right.
but you're gonna have to put on your chains because the roads are awful slick.
Oh, goddamn. All right, road's clear, folks. Bus will be ready to leave as soon as I put the chains on. It'll take about 20 minutes. Unless somebody wants to help me.
I'll help you, Carla.
Bo,
Yeah?
I got something to tell you, Bo. And it's kind of personal and it's kind of embarrassing too, but I ain't the kind of gal you thought I was.
What do you mean, Terry?
Well, as some people might say, I led a real wicked life. I guess I had too.
What are you trying to tell me?
Well, I just figured since you found me at the Blue Dragon, you took it for granted I had other boyfriends before you.
You have?
Yeah, Bo. Quite a few.
Well, Burge told me that, but I wouldn't believe him.
Well, it's true, see, so I ain't the kind of gal you want at all.
Dr. Lyman? Dr. Lyman?
Where am I? Oh, dear girl, it's you. What a sweet awakening.
How do you feel?
That is not a polite question. Oh, how long have I been asleep here?
Couple hours?
Oh, sometimes nature blesses me with a total blackout. I seem to remember absolutely nothing after the start of our performance. How were we?
Marvelous.
Oh, I'm glad. Now I'll take a cup of that coffee you were trying to force on me last night.
Can I fix you something to eat?
No, nothing to eat.
Dr. Lyman, you must eat something really.
Must I?
Yes,
Well,
please.
for your sweet sake, I'll have a couple of 3-minute eggs, some toast and coffee. But I'm doing this for you, mind you, just for you.
I'm gonna go help the driver with the change, Bo. I'll just tend to that,
Sheriff, would I be molesting you if I said something? Well, since you brought the subject up, you are the first gal that I ever had anything to do with. My God, I never thought I'd hear myself saying that, but I said it.
I would have never guessed it, Bo.
You see, I lived my whole life on a ranch, so I guess I didn't know much about women, because they're different from men.
Naturally.
Every time I got around one, I began to feel scared. I didn't know how to act. It was aggravating.
You wasn't scared with me, Bo.
When I come to that nightclub place, you was singing. You smiled at me while you was singing, and winked at me a couple of times. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, I'm kind of green, but no gal ever done that to me before, so I thought you was singing your songs just for me.
Well, you did kind of attract me, Bo.
Anyways, you so pretty. You seem so kind of warm-hearted, sweet. I felt like I could love you. And I did.
You think you really did love me, Bo?
But sure, I couldn't be familiar with a gal I didn't love.
Bus headed west, all aboard, next stop Topeka.
How you feeling now, cowboy?
Well, I ain't the happiest critter that I was ever born.
Just because you ain't happy now don't mean you ain't gonna be happy tomorrow. Really shaking hands now, cowboy?
Well, I'm not quite sure, because
Go on, Bo, he's trying to be friends.
I don't mind.
Just want you to know, there's no hard feelings. So long.
So long.
I'm headed home now, Grace. See you Monday.
So long, Will.
Hey, thanks for helping me, Will. I'll be pulling out of here as soon as I make up the reports, all right?
Montana's not a bad place, miss.
Nice fellow, Bo.
Yeah, maybe I'll think so someday.
Well, we better be boarding the bus, Bo.
Chair,
Hi, Bo.
I know I promised not to molest you. But if you give me your permission, it'd be all right. Well, I'd like to kiss you goodbye.
You would? I'd like you to kiss me, Bo. I really would. Whoa! Hey, I think this time when you kiss me, it ought to be different.
Oh. Golly, when you kiss someone for serious, it's kind of scary, ain't it?
Yeah, it is.
Well, don't look like he was molesting her now.
I can honestly say this is the most delicious breakfast I have ever eaten. But it wouldn't be much of a compliment because I've eaten very few breakfasts.
My favorite meal.
My dear, let us give up our little spree, shall we? We don't want to go traipsing about the state capitol with an old reprobate like me.
Whatever you say.
I shall continue my way to Denver. I'm sure it's best.
Anyway, I'm really glad to have known you.
Thank you. Sometimes it's quite gratifying to know one is doing the right thing. I wonder that I don't choose to always.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I'm rambling. Perhaps while I'm in the vicinity of Topeka, I shall stop by that hospital and seek some advice.
Some of their patients come in here. They seem perfectly all right to me.
My friends have been hinting for quite a while that I should be psychoanalyzed. I'm not sure they had my intentions at heart or their own.
Golly, I don't see anything the matter with you.
Young people never do. However, I rather not have myself psychoanalyzed. I'd rather cherish myself as I am. Goodbye, dear girl. You are the loveliest Juliet since Miss Jane Cowell.
Thank you, Dr. Lyman. I feel like it's been a real honor to know you. You're the smartest man I've ever met.
The smartest.
Really, you are.
Yes, I am terribly smart. Wouldn't it have been nice to be intelligent?
Hey, you know what I heard about the professor? The detective at the bus terminal in Kansas City, he's a buddy of mine. Pointed out the professor to me before he got on the bus. You know what he said? He said the police in Kansas City picked up the professor for loitering around schools. Then they checked his record, said he'd been in trouble several times for getting involved with young girls.
Oh my God, did you tell Will?
Yeah, of course I told Will. They ain't got nothing on the professor right now, so there's nothing Will could do. The thing that gets me is, why does he call himself a doctor? Is he some kind of phony or something?
No, Carla. He's a doctor of philosophy.
Oh yeah, what's that?
It's the highest degree you could get for scholarship.
Oh. Well, you think you have philosophy enough to stay out of trouble?
You sorry to see me go?
No, I told you I was tired.
You know what? Sometimes I get to thinking, what the hell good is marriage? Where you gotta put up with the same fella every day, wake up next to him in the morning, try to get along with him when you've got a bad disposition. This way suits me fine.
Hell, I have no complaints either. Incidentally, are you married, Carla?
Who told you I was married, Grace? You tell me you told you, I'll fix them.
Relax, relax. I'll see you the day after tomorrow.
All right. You know, you might get surprised what can happen in 20 minutes. All aboard!
She still never said what she was married.
Jerry?
Yeah!
I've been talking with my buddy. He thinks I'm virgin enough for the two of us. I like you like you are, Jerry, so I don't care how you got that way.
God, that's the sweetest, tenderest thing that's ever been said to me.
Look, it's awful hard for a fella after he's been turned down once to get up enough guts to try again, but
You
I
don't
go-
need guts, though.
I don't.
No, that's the last thing in the world you need.
Well, I just have none left now, so I'll have to say what I feel in my heart.
Yeah.
I still wish you was going back to the ranch with me. More than anything I know.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I'd go anywhere in the world with you now, Bo.
You would?
Anywhere
You
now.
would?
Well, I knew this was going to happen all the time.
Gee, I didn't.
You that virgin? Woo! We're getting married after all. Jerry's going back with me.
Ain't it great when someone so awful just turns out to be so nice? We're getting married. I'm going to Montana.
Hey! All aboard, for Christ's sake.
Well, come on, Bird, you old raccoon. Let's get going.
Listen to me for a second, Bo.
Oh, come on, doggone it. We wasted enough time. Let's get going.
Listen to me, Bo. Be quiet for a minute. You need to hear me. You don't need me anymore, and I ain't going.
Giant what?
I ain't going with you, Bo.
Well, what you know about that?
It's best I don't.
Oh, just blame one catastrophe after another.
Look, I got another job in mind where the fee's mighty good, and I'll be looking after the cattle. I meant to tell you about it before this.
Burge, I can't believe you'd leave your old sidekick. You're joking, man.
I ain't joking, Bo.
Oh, well, I'll be. Oh.
I wish she was coming with us, Burge. I sure liked you long before I liked Bo.
You know Cherry likes it, just don't make sense you're not coming.
I'm doing the right thing. I know I am.
Well, who's gonna look after the cattle?
Hank, every bit as good as I ever was.
Oh, Burge, I don't know why you gotta pull stunt like this, man.
You better hurry up. Driver ain't gonna wait all day.
You'll come visit us, Burge, won't you?
I'll be up in the summer.
Where you gonna be, Burge?
Look, I'll write you the address. I don't have time right now. It's a nice place, mighty nice. Now get on your bus.
So long, little boy.
Go on, brother.
So long. Come on, Cherry, let's make it fast.
Bye. 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 Bye, everybody. Bye.
We're closing now, mister. Del and me are gonna get any rest. We don't open again until 8 a.m. Day Girl comes on, and there's another bus coming through here at 8:45 to Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, huh? Well, I guess that's as good a place as any.
Poor Dr. Lyman.
Say, honey, did you hear what Carla told me about that guy?
No, what'd she say, Grace?
Well, according to Carla, they run him right out of Kansas City.
I don't believe that.
Honey, Carla got it straight from the detective at the bus terminal.
Well, what did Dr. Lyman do?
Well, sometimes old fogies like him, they can't keep their hands off young girls. So you're lucky you didn't meet him in Topeka.
Do you think he wanted to make love to me?
Well, I don't think he meant to play hopscotch.
Gee.
Now, the next time a man comes in here and starts to give you trouble, you come and tell your Aunt Grace.
I guess I'm kind of stupid.
Well, everyone's got to learn. Like, Monday, for sure, I have to order some cheese.
I'll remind you, Grace.
Elma, come here. Listen, I could just kill one master for saying what he said about me and Carla. I didn't want you to know.
I don't know why I shouldn't know, Grace. I don't want to be a baby forever.
Well, I know, but you're still a kid. And I don't want to go set no examples or anything. So, do you think you could look past it and not think that of me?
Sure, Grace.
Cause I'm a restless sort of woman, and you know, sometimes I just need a friend. And I keep myself from getting grouchy.
It's none of my business. But just think. He wanted to make love to me.
Well, now don't go getting stuck on yourself, man.
No, I'm not, Grace. I'm not. It's just, it's nice to know that someone feel that way.
Oh, honey, you are not gonna have any trouble. You just wait till you get to college and get all those cute boys.
I'll wait.
All right. Well, you can go run along now, honey. All I have to do is empty up this garbage.
All right, Grace.
Good night.
I'll see you Monday.
All right.
It was nice knowing you, Virgil. I just love your music.
Thank you, miss. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
We're closing now, mister.
Is there any place warm I can wait until 8 o'clock?
I don't know. Now that the police station is closed. Oh, unless you want to take a chance, wake up the guy that runs the hotel?
Nah, I wouldn't want to be anybody.
Well, there's a bus coming through here to Kansas City in a few minutes. I'll turn that sign and they'll stop.
No thanks. No point going back there.
Well, then, I guess you're just gonna be left out in the cold.
Because that's what happens to some people.